Mel C. Hello, hello.
Hi.
Okay, how come I can't hear it?
Isn't it the way, Mel, and you would be able to relate to this because, we're all of the same ilk. Technology sometimes, the modern technology gets the better of you.
It is beyond me. I treated myself to some AirPods because they're really useful for things like this, but I can't connect them to my computer.
Yes.
I'm reading all the things online, but no, it won't. It's not happening. Not having it.
Do you have your daughter come and just give you that look? Because I've got a 17-year-old and she sees me struggling and just gives me that look as give it here, Mum.
Yeah.
I'll do it for you.
And then what about when you dance?
Oh
Similar
yeah.
look, isn't it? It's like,
I was watching a TikTok with Mark Wahlberg, Marky Mark and the Funky Bunch. He was doing it with his 10-year-old daughter, and she's in the front, and she just did that palm up, Dad, stop. You're embarrassing me.
Well, it's all over the world. It's all parents. We're all in the same boat.
So
We're
true.
Uncool and embarrassing.
Oh, it does not matter who you are.
So, Mel, look, this brand new single, I mean, we absolutely love it here at Wave FM. I mean, we're cranking it so much. I've got to be honest, it's a bit of a banger. It's a bit of a party hit. Ready?
Oh, cue the parent dancing.
Yeah! We are the daggiest people
our kids
in
are gonna love
Australia.
this soon. It is. Once our nightclubs are back open, though, that is going to be the
man.
dance floor anthem
100%.
of late 2020, early 21.
Do you know, the thing for me right now, I'm really pleased. I continued on my little mission of releasing singles and promoting the album. But the one thing is I want to get out there. I want to play to people. I want to perform to people. I want to DJ for a full dance floor. So, yeah, I can't wait.
But you're already doing that. I mean, you're doing that via Instagram. I saw you the other night, and you're just having a good old time, basically Zooming and having a party with the rest of the band as well. I mean, we're all watching it, so you're still playing to people.
Yeah, it was interesting because obviously, we've all had to rethink everything, haven't we? We've had to be creative and try and get our head around technology. And when we eventually figured out how we could do everything remotely, we dove straight in. And it's wonderful. It's great to have that opportunity to perform. But I just miss that, the energy from the live audience in front of you.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'm really craving that at the moment.
Oh, yeah, because you can feed off it, can't you? Really feed
Yeah,
off it.
totally.
So your new album, Melanie C, that you've been working on while in lockdown, I mean, you've been in the industry for decades, but would you say that this is you coming into your own?
Do you know, it's a really interesting time for me right now because working on this album, I've had so many changes. Since my last album, I've changed management and my whole team, and I've worked with so many new collaborators, writers, producers and things. And I feel like I've had this little voyage of discovery, and it's kind of just brought me back to myself. Do you know, when you get to a point in your life, and I think it was really inspired by being on stage with the Spice Girls last year.
Yeah.
I just realized that I don't become Sporty Spice. I am her, it's inside of me. And it just made me start thinking about all of my achievements and, even all of my challenges and the things I've overcome. And I just thought, wow, we don't celebrate ourselves enough, do we? Do you know what I mean? We're always trying to be better or trying to improve and always trying to do something when it's like, we've done quite a lot, as people, we're pretty incredible. So I thought it was time to really celebrate that. And I want to empower people, with my music as well. That's always been important.
Well, you're certainly doing that, that's for sure. And I guess on that point, our own mental health, you're a great advocate for mental health as well. Within ourselves, we need to find more to help not only ourselves, but the people around us, right?
Yeah, the thing which has been interesting within this whole, world pandemic, and I know there's been different lockdown scenarios in different countries, but for me here in the UK, I was very busy, but it gave me this opportunity to just kind of sit with myself a little bit more and just really, sit with my feelings. Because I think we're all so busy. We're always running around, we're always, working, the kids, the family, whatever. And you can always have these distractions that take you away from how you're feeling.
Yeah.
And although it's scary, I think it's kind of important to have that honesty with yourself.
Yeah.
And I know as well, so many people have been very lonely during this time. And I know when I've had bouts of, quite heavy depression, I haven't wanted to be around people because I don't want to bring people down and I don't want to burden people and I don't want to go on. But you know what? When you're with people, humans need humans.
Yep.
So the best thing you can do is just reach out and be with people, which is hard, right now. A lot of people are having to do it on things like this, but it's definitely worth it.
Yeah, it certainly is. It's all about connection, really, isn't it? So speaking of being in lockdown, you've got a little girl, Scarlett. She's 11 years old, year 6. How'd the homeschooling go? Because we've between us got 7 kids. And I've got to say, I had a lot less grey hair before this lockdown.
Oh my gosh. I mean, it just made me so much more appreciative of teachers and school. Don't get me wrong, I've always appreciated it, but my, oh my, what a job trying to get an 11-year-old to do something.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it's hard enough to get her to tidy her room. Do you know what I mean? Never mind maths. It was pretty disastrous, but we're lucky here. We our kids went back. Well, the year 6s went back to school about 3 weeks ago.
Oh, good.
But the cruel thing is, they break up for the summer next week.
We're
sucked in.
The same blooming thing. You can't really travel, but there's no blooming school.
I know.
So
At least there's TikTok.
that's all they do, and like from like the armpit down, like disaster. But the arms are really fit.
Yeah. Has Scarlett, has she roped you into a TikTok yet, or does she not want you? Will you embarrass her if you appear?
She is always trying to teach me TikToks. I find it really hard. I mean, I'm a trained dancer, for God's sake. What's going on? But yeah, it's such a unique, specific little, set of moves, isn't it?
Yeah.
So I'm woeing quite a lot. But yeah, I'd like to master it. But there's this like mum dancing scenario, isn't there?
Yeah.
As cool as you feel when you see it back, it's daggy.
Yeah. It's not pretty. It's not pretty at all.
I just wanted to ask Mel, I mean, when we were promoting the fact that we were catching up with Melanie C, I've got one friend who's in the stage and she said, and I straight away instantly went, yep, Jesus Christ Superstar, you as Mary Magdalene. An amazing performance. Do you reckon we could see you on stage again anytime in the future? Because that was brilliant.
Yeah, I'd love to do more musical theatre. It's a real love of mine. I trained in performing arts from the age of 16 to 19. And to finally make it, onto a stage. I did a West End production for 6 months, and then Jesus Christ Superstar when we came over to see you guys in ours, which was amazing. So I'd love to do more.
Yeah.
I just feel like I'm so lucky, being on stage with the Spice Girls in 2019, touring a big arena production of Jesus Christ Superstar, releasing a stellar record. It's like, wow, all these opportunities I have, I feel very grateful.
Speaking of being on stage with the Spice Girls, are you going to come down under anytime soon?
Well, if I've got anything to do with it, we'll be there.
Yes!
We're talking about, the future, things we want to do, the plans that we would like to do. And, I can't speak for all of the girls, but I can speak for myself. And, Australia's top of the list for me. I feel like we owe you guys, even though all of the reports you've ever got about us coming have never really been fully confirmed. We do owe you. We never got there. With a live performance, a full live show. So you would definitely be first on my list.
We are feeling deprived. There will be a lot of dusting off of the platform shoes, let me tell you.
It doesn't matter if it's the Spice Girls, as long as we just get Melanie C, a little bit of Sporty, a little bit of Melanie C, because we absolutely love you. One thing that I know a lot of mums in the Illawarra want to know is 1996, Spice Girls were out. They were all zigga-ziggaring. What many mums want to know is they see you in your brand new film clip for Blame It On Me, and I know every mum is going, damn that Melanie C, how does she still look as good as she does in 1996?
She's still got a six-pack.
It's professional lighting, hair, makeup, trainer. Food delivery service. I'm not going to lie.
Speaking of professional lighting, we need to get a little tip after this Zoom on what your lighting you're using, because your face and my face, completely different.
Kate, get yourself on Amazon. Get yourself one of those.
Ah, yeah, the old ring lights, yes.
Oh, right.
And then
Very good.
cheeky setting on Zoom, that's like a little filter.
Oh, look at you
Oh,
go.
thanks for the tips.
Melanie C, you're all over it. Hey, let me just remind
I'm
people.
giving away all the secrets.
Yes. Let me remind you about this single. It is an absolute banger. Seriously, blame it on me if you don't have it. Go and get it now. Let's daggy dance again. Come on now.
Okay, there's only 2 people daggy dancing.
Yeah, that's
here.
right. Yeah,
Mel C's
Melanie's
still
the pro.
got it.
Yep, absolutely. Mate, look, wonderful to catch up. We can't wait to see you in Australia, and hopefully when you're here, we'll drag you on into the studio and we can daggy dance again together very soon, okay?
I would love that. I can't wait.
You're an absolute legend.
Thanks
We
so
love
much
you.
for your time.
Thank you. Take good care.
Bye.
Thank you. Lovely to chat.
Bye.
FM 96.5.